Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Next Game Dilemma podcast. Today we'll be going over just a couple of things, mainly what gets you in a purchasing mood, what gets you to finally shell out those dollars and buy the board games, card games, or miniatures that you like. We'll also be going over how you like to support your local game stores and what actually gets you to spend your money in store. Let's go. We were only bullshitting anyway, so it's fine. But it was nice bullshit. Yeah, it's always nice bullshit. Welcome to the Next Game Dilemma podcast. This is episode 8. What?
This is take 2.
Take 2. Oh, take 2. Take 2. Yeah, can you believe there's one worse than this? Don't worry about it though. No, today we were going to talk about how you spend your money. What actually draws you into buying your particular board game or your particular accessory, expansion. You know, what drove you to spend that $2,000 on that really sweet oak table that you play on? Or, you know...
Addiction.
What addiction? No, today I am joined by the regular BB and my partner, Christina. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
All right, moving right along.
Introduce next.
Let's go ahead and move right along to what we really want to talk about. Spending our cold, hard cash and stimmies. Yeah. Our stimmies. How much money of our stimmies has gone into board gaming?
Stimmy.
Nothing, because we're responsible adults, clearly.
They went into sheets.
they went into...
No, they didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
And for a record, that is not a racist joke. So
they literally went into sheets.
Yeah, we bought nice sheets.
In a
Not
blanket.
gonna lie,
And a blanket. Yeah.
I think I spent all the stimulus
Yeah.
and mostly on my gaming habits.
Yeah, nothing responsible.
Yeah, but you were working the entire time.
I was working the whole time. I was paying off my bills just fine.
Yeah.
Hell, with the stimulus, I was able to pay my stuff early,
Nice.
as opposed to on time. That's
Okay.
nice.
So you got ahead of it a little.
Yeah, I got out of it a little bit.
Are you still ahead of it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
I'm not in trouble or anything.
You
Yeah, that's
didn't go back into your
No, because I
on-time
still have my
ways?
taxes. I still have my tax money.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
nice.
I
Very
spent the stimulus. I kept the tax money.
Okay.
Stacks
Yeah.
on stacks on stacks.
Yeah. And once I pay the car off, smooth sailing from there, man.
I know how it is. We don't have car payment either.
Oh, it's going to be so nice. I got like 2 months left.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
nice, man.
I'm so close.
Well, with all that extra money burning a hole in your pocket, what actually gets you to open your wallet?
Who are we starting with?
Well, let's start first with
I mean-
what draws your attention? Like, what are you looking for? Well, we all have different criteria for the board games, the miniatures, the cards that we want to play.
Well, that's where we get into like the class of gamers that we are
Yeah, absolutely.
and our preferred gaming style.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with you, BB.
Because you guys live together and your collection is pretty much like mixed.
We do have games that we specifically like.
Oh, yeah.
One person likes way more than the other.
Right, but I mean, you guys have your combined resources to be able to do this sort of thing. So it's, you know, I'm the one that's like on the side with my own money. Like, what am I doing to burn my hole?
It's all my money.
That's all your money.
I don't understand this whole combined resources thing.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, I mean, you've seen my collection. Sometimes it's varied.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a little bit of everything, but that's because when I first started board gaming, I liked everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like that new gamer feeling. You know, I was like, it's a whole new like style for me to play board games.
Yeah, everything was new.
When I started, it was like a little bit post like Carcassonne, Catan kind of times. You know, pandemic had just came out, that sort of thing. I had friends that introduced me. I had friends introducing me to the board gaming hobby, and a lot of my game purchases were those first games that they showed me.
Yeah.
You know, and from there I was like, okay, well, I feel like if I'm going to be an arbiter, you know, or somebody who is going to introduce gaming to other people, I should have games like in this genres too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'll be like, these games are good because I learned from them.
Yeah.
And I'm not the smartest dude in the bunch, so I'm like, you know, I got a couple of these, and then like from there, I just started picking a little bit of each type. You know, it wasn't until I got into like maybe like my 20th game that I was like, okay, it's just time now to kind of just get whatever I want. What gets me to purchase one? The theme.
So you're big on theme.
I am big on theme.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit, then you're just not about it.
But the thing is, like, I like so many themes. And even if the game doesn't truly fit what I like, you know, like the style of the game, I will end up liking the game. Theme is a big deal for me. It's the same reason, like, if I tell somebody to start a miniatures game, I don't tell them go for what wins. I tell them, what do you like looking at?
You're right.
Because win or lose, you're going to have fun because you're playing the faction that you like the most.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's how I feel about buying the board games. I'm like, even if, like, maybe, okay, it's a worker placement, but it's themed after, like Agricola. It's farming. And, like, I like stuff like that, like Harvest Moon, like, what's the one that I've been playing?
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley, exactly.
Which, by the way, apparently is a shit game.
It's a
board
shit?
game.
The board game.
Board
Yes,
game
I heard there was a board game coming out. It's a cooperative.
Yeah, semi-cooperative.
Is it semi?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was a cooperative.
Trying
to make sure that Jujo Mart or whatever doesn't take over.
On top of that, it's apparently like incredibly inconsistent and sometimes just impossible to win.
Not every game could be mechs versus minions. Not every game. Because, like, mechs versus minions, I remember when that thing came out, like, no one knew it was coming out.
Same thing with Stardew Valley.
I know, but saying no one knew it was coming out, but out of nowhere it was a decent game.
Yeah,
like I said, not every game can be a mechs versus minions.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So big on theme.
Yes, very big on theme.
How much does that matter to you, Christina?
Pretty much. I mean, it's not what catches my eye first. What catches my eye first is art.
The box art.
Yeah, the box art. Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's true. I was hesitant when I first. Well, which game was it? Sentinels in the Multiverse. I was fairly hesitant because of the art style. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it really grew on me. So I can understand the art being really, really big.
I look at in the back. I look at what the board looks like. The figures that come with it. Is it something that I've played before? Does it seem like too close to something I played before?
If it's too close, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing to me. Okay. Like, lately. Because I just don't want to play another version of this game that I already have. I really don't.
It's like me having Descent and Imperial Assault.
Yeah.
It's just the Star Wars or the fantasy version. Which one do you want?
Right.
I mean, the thing is, both of them, for me, like, they are a little bit different, like, play style-wise. Mm-hmm. And one of them can also be played as a miniatures game.
The Star Wars one, right?
The Star Wars one, yeah. So, I mean, seems fine to me to have both. I did have, obviously, all of Imperial Assault as opposed to having all of Descent.
Yeah.
But it's the same style game. You got the one guy plays the Overlord, tries to kill everybody else.
So, how far does the theme have to go for you to actually invest your money?
Theme isn't everything because I don't want to be like into really something and then it just be, really bad because it's going to taint my love of that thing that I like.
I think that's one of the things that off puts me. What gets me to spend my money is just rock solid mechanics. If the gameplay itself is enjoyable, regardless of the theme, I think I am more. I lean heavily towards that side. Something that I know is going to hit the table and possibly hit it again and again and again. And every time it's either fun or new or different or something keeps me coming back. And that's not just the theme. I'm actually the exact opposite of you, BB, which is
it's just normal.
Yeah,
you're gonna have the different people in the gaming groups. It's just how it is.
Mm.
Like if I was the one bringing board games over, you're gonna see a lot of heavy theme games. Arkham Horror would be one of them.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters. I have the Ghostbusters game too.
That's what you had. You had the Ghostbusters.
I had Ghostbusters. Mice and Mystics.
I remember you owning that game.
Actually, Tom owned that game, and then he asked me to sell it for him when I went to like a flea market or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my stuff has heavy theme.
See, I'm more like in between mechanics and theme.
I think I've owned. Well, there you go. You got the mechanics. Between
it's the overlapping circles.
It's just fine. It's the Venn diagram of gaming. But I mean, I do have my Euros.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about those. Which Euros are good, or did you end up picking up? Because like you said, you're heavily into themes. So which Euros actually got you in?
So I mean, obviously Agricola / Caverna. I
Okay.
did pick up Caverna.
Yeah, and see, I had my gripes about Caverna.
Yeah.
I went hard on Caverna. I even got one of those broken token like trays to go in the, or is it broken egg or meeple or something? I got one of those wooden
Agricola for
ones.
life.
I got one of
Yeah.
those in there.
Yeah,
You know, I bought that.
yeah.
I bought that in anticipation for Caverna because I knew I was going to order it, so I had to wait for it to come in anyways.
How sad is that? Just looking at an empty like holder that you put together, waiting for.
I mean, it only took like a week. It wasn't that bad. You know.
Darkness, my
I think the most Euro-y game that I own is Power Grid.
Yeah, thank you for leaving that here so Alex can just shit all over me.
That
I
game
appreciate
is
that.
fantastic, though. Like, if I'm going to play an auction-based game, I'm going into Power Grid.
What was that other game
I
that
haven't
was?
played it.
What was that
It's
other
so
one?
competitive.
No. Oh, that's what I saw it get played. It looked brutal.
It's brutal. It
Yeah.
is. Especially if you're playing, like, the more constricted maps.
Yeah. It
Or
looks
even,
so
no,
brutal.
actually, no, I lie. Play America. Use the America map that comes with it. Everything's so spread out. It has so few connectors. Like, if you're stuck on one corner for too long, you ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
You're going to have to wait until somebody
It's
gets
like
to
one of
step
those
2 and
games
3.
where I just want to fuck with everybody, and if I accidentally win, awesome.
That's the point.
Yeah.
But that's the point of this game.
See, and I'm okay with that. I have a problem with games that allow you to fuck with people on turn 1. I don't mind if
Like Munchkin.
I don't like Munchkin to begin with. But for example, I forget what tile game we were playing, where it was like you have to sort of build a city, and then when you lay tiles down, it flips others over. But it's just like first player, all right, tile 1, and then tile 2 was like fuck your tile, and that was the exact that was the gameplay for the rest of the game. If your tile, and it felt like right off from the beginning, the plan is just to make everyone else as miserable as possible, and I don't enjoy those games.
Well, I mean, that would also go down to the actual mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there should have been a way to mitigate that. Like, don't allow them to get effed over like the first round or something, you know?
That particular game, no, because that's sort of the theme of it.
Okay,
That was like what it was supposed to be,
Yeah.
and I just don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
But Power Grid was also, it was dangerously close to that, because it's like, all right, where do you want to start? I want to start here, and then Alex is like, "Fuck you," like right
Let's
next
start
to
right
me.
next to you,
And I'm just
yeah.
like, "Whoo, that's a dick move, bro." Whoo. So that game in particular is dangerously close to being too aggressive for my liking, because it's
You like the kind of Euro where no one touches each other.
No, he doesn't.
No, I do like interaction, and I do like conflict. I don't like conflict right off the bat for no reason.
Maybe
Like-
conflict in a few turns.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it-
After setup.
At least after round 1, where you're like, do this, move here. All right, this is your starting position. It's not like, all right, setup, fuck you. Like, you know, that to me is a little bit too harsh.
I felt like that was gonna happen with that domino game that we played with Tom.
Yeah, Remature.
Yeah, because you could have easily just kind of closed somebody off from playing anything and forcing them to use their clouds to change one of their pieces to be random or something, you know?
Right. But it never seemed like moving those things like really affected people that harshly, because you also randomly would have a bird or something else that got changed.
Like
So-
you saw me, I was just throwing the neutral trees everywhere.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like halfway through that we realized you also get points for doing that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like I was completely just doing it to dick people over, but at first that was what I did it. I did it to dick over, I think,
Well,
Alex.
you were not
Tom.
trying to necessarily dick people over. You were just trying not to let them get too far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You were trying to mitigate how many points they got worth how many points you got. But
But see, that goes down to how the game plays.
yeah.
If a game is decently designed, that sort of thing will be taken care of.
Okay. So far we got mechanics, theme, and then somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Right there. So
I could see it her way too, honestly. Like
Yeah.
if the box art doesn't draw me, I'm not going to look at it.
of course, you eat with your eyes, you know.
Especially if I don't know anything about a game.
Yeah, if you go in cold,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the whole look at the back. The board look cool. You know, the pieces look cool.
Right.
How much does miniatures sway your decision making in a board game specifically?
I'm gonna have to adjust myself.
That's right. Got it. Hold on. Got it. I got it. All
Adjust
right.
myself for this one because this is when I get on my soapbox.
Oh shit. He has a soapbox.
This is when I get on the soapbox. All right. I think the overproduction of miniatures on board games is stupid. Most of these games don't need miniatures. They don't, especially Kickstarter games. I hate when Kickstarter games do this because it just adds an extra $100, $200 to your pledge
expense.
just to get these models.
Okay. I 100%, 1000% agree with you. We, honey, are 300 in the hole for steampunk. Okay.
Themed based because I love because I love the damn game.
The video game is quite good. The thing is, they offer. I may be wrong. I'll have to double check, but they offer a $40 variant where it takes all of the miniatures that you had bought and it gives you wooden versions of it.
I love that.
That cuts it down.
I love that.
Yeah, because some people, not us, some people,
Well,
don't need the miniatures.
it's not that I don't like miniatures in these games.
They're not necessary.
It's just half the time they're not necessary. Like, there's no need to have the miniature. Now, I get it. For certain games, I like having the figure for you. Like, if it's you in the game,
Yeah.
that's great.
Scythe.
That's a Scythe little figurine. Games like Imperial Assault or something that you have your hero character,
Yeah.
that could be a pawn.
But if we get Ultra Kickstarter Deluxe, what is that stupid thing called that we played the other day? King of Tokyo, where instead of the little cardboard pieces, it's the figurines,
chunky
and
figures.
it's $200.
I'll be playing that a lot more.
See, and that right there is when I call bullshit, because
I could just do that with Monster Apocalypse figures now.
yeah,
I mean, could just bring them in and be like, "Hey, we're gonna make this cooler."
this is
looking.
whoever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it doesn't serve not a functional process, but if it doesn't serve us like a real purpose, the miniature should probably not be there.
I mean, okay, so there's one game in particular that griped me recently. My friend bought into the Power Rangers board game.
Yes,
I think we've discussed this.
it's a
Maybe
little
you
bit.
and I, or maybe
Yeah.
me and Tom.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
probably definitely me and Tom, I think,
Mhm.
because he's the Kickstarter king.
Yeah,
He's bought way too much Kickstarters.
yeah. Crowns off to that guy.
But in the Power Rangers game, you have figurines for the Power Rangers. That makes perfect sense because you're playing as them. You don't need 40 putties.
Yes, you do.
Oh no, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
you don't
That-
need. First
that
of
is
all,
Power Rangers.
but understand, you don't need 40 of them. You could maybe deal with 20,
Okay.
no.
and then the board is not big enough for the figures.
My argument is that why not more putties?
Why not a bigger board then? If you want to add more putties, make a bigger board. Instead, you have this little circle that goes in the middle that represents Angel Grove and all the locations. And then that gets flooded with putties. And I understand that is the theme and the concept of the game. I get it. And that is the concept of Power Rangers as a whole.
Right.
You get swarmed by these small villains that the Power Rangers can just kind of flick their finger at and they all die.
Right.
Right? But when the game, like, you need to kind of like branch off and like have more dudes just all over the place, because the putties aren't
Side
even
table.
the putties aren't even the actual problem. It's the fact that there's so many different infantry units in the game. You have putties, you have super putties, you have the Black Ranger troopers from the Draken expansion.
Oh yeah.
Tell
Those
me
are-
more about this game that I want to buy.
It is a cooperative game, and your goal is to defeat a villain and his henchmen.
Are
And-
dice involved?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I would say I'm like that. See, that right
I've
there.
also heard it's actually quite difficult.
For her, that's a big not obstacle. I mean, it's not a deal breaker.
It's just
Dice.
it's just for combat. Like
Dice.
If you're trying to kill dudes, it's for combat.
Yeah, like
Dice is a big part of it.
if you're worried about combat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a few things for lying and a few things here, but that is her least favorite part of D&D. Is rolling the dice.
I mean,
Doing
Trust me.
something cool and being like, do I get away with it? That's a separate adrenaline rush that you get
Trust
than
me,
trying
that,
for
like
dice.
I am against dice also. I am, because I have the worst luck with dice.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what game it is. If there's dice involved. Like I remember when I started playing Guild Ball, right? I started playing Guild Ball, and that is dice heavy. Like you need them in order to produce your successes and all that stuff. I had to play that game assuming I was going to fail my dice rolls. Which, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
You could. Like, you can get to a point where you can say, okay, I'm going to pass this about 90% of the time. Right? And that is how it is for most miniatures games. It's just dice management, or how you're going to, make your dice not as random for you.
Yeah, generally.
But I had a friend who I played Guild Ball with, and he was the complete opposite. He would play knowing he would pass every test. And he had the worst strategy ever, but he knew that that it did not matter, that he was going to get those goals. And he did. And I hated that so much. But tell me why, when I play Flesh and Blood, one of my favorite classes is the random dice roll class.
Which one's that one?
The Brute.
Oh,
You've seen me.
Yes, I have seen you.
I mean, you haven't seen me play the Brute that I like playing.
Right.
Which is the guy who rolls dice every turn.
No, we played that once.
No, not with him.
Oh.
You've never seen him. His name is KO. It's not Reiner.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I enjoy sometimes the random character. Remember in Dungeon Defenders?
It feels dirty me doing that because I'm like, I hate dice rolling, but he's fun to me.
Yeah.
I don't care if I lose because that's his whole concept.
Yes, adding an element of randomness or gambling is fine. it ups it always ups the stakes, so the excitement is of course going to build. But when it's a little bit more cut and dry, and it's like do this, and now roll dice. It's like because you don't want to have to rely on dice for everything. If you have one game and you need dice for mana, dice for health, and dice for damage, and dice for movement, that shit's gonna get old. Like,
and that's probably why you were kind of turned off from King of Tokyo and stuff, huh? Because it was just dice.
It's just dice.
It's just dice.
But I mean, like you played it, and I mean, sadly you were eliminated at first, but. Did you truly hate it? It was really
It
fast.
was okay. It was okay.
It
was really fast.
Fun game, just a little fun game.
No. I pushed it just because I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's your choice. You had the
Yeah.
choice of doing that.
Yeah.
Because
could have
I like to live on the edge.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
And we don't mind short games. Just we prefer more challenging games.
Like if you're gonna play a game,
yeah,
you want to be there.
Yeah.
For a while.
I mean, like, we clearly had fun when we played King of Tokyo. We were literally at the edge of our seats. Every time,
especially you and I.
Yeah.
Like, at the very end, that game lasted
got
an extra
really
20
close.
minutes.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it got really close.
That's cool.
I had to go through 2 health bars for him. Because he bought the Hits My Child or something card, so if he dies, he just resets
You know
himself.
what? That game also reminds me when you play poker randomly, and then somebody runs out of chips, and they just sit there and just wait for someone to win.
Yes, but it is short enough usually to where that's
not like
case.
poker.
Yeah, no. I mean, in poker, you just walk away. Sometimes you don't have to stay there.
I'm just saying. But if you're with friends, no one wants to watch you. Like they want to participate.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but just like Love Letter, it goes like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Because the next round is going to be
max round.
Yeah.
I always
Like, if there's going to be player elimination, it better not be a long game.
Okay.
That's why I win Love Letter, because it's not dice.
Ah.
I found out.
So we know that theme is important for some, mechanics for others, and then a mix for probably the vast majority. Now, we've also touched on miniatures and our thoughts on them in the gaming industry as a whole, apparently. So we know what we like as far as board games.
Yeah.
But you mentioned earlier that you were really looking forward to Caverna, that you actually bought the dice tray. Oh, not the tray. What is it called? The insert.
The insert.
Getting ready for. So what gets you to actually spend your money on upgrades, on what is it called?
Accessories.
Well, just the bling, for the game that you like. Like, do you go out of your way and spend money on buying special metal money for a certain game because you play it so much? Do you buy the special metal figurines for something like Scythe, for example? They have the metal figures as opposed to the plastic ones. So there's all kinds of really nice stuff. What is it that actually gets you to spend your money on the extra stuff?
Well, the fact that I've played the game a few times and I still love it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to play, like the playability of it. So that's, to me, I'm not going to spend extras on something that I just occasionally bring out.
I see it her way too.
Mm-hmm.
If it sees more than one play a year, I'm probably going to get that. And when you get to a certain threshold of games, it's really hard to get a game to be played more than once a year. Like if you have too many games,
Yes and no, because I feel like whenever we get something new, we play it a couple times and then it sits on the shelf. You know what I mean? So,
well, that's what I mean. Like if you're playing it, like for let's say like a night,
Mhm.
you play a couple times of it or something.
Yeah.
Like that counts as one play for me. But if I think about it and I'm like, oh, should we play this game next week or something?
Yeah.
And we do that, and then a month later, do you want to play it again? Yeah, we can do that too. When that sort of thing happens, that's when I think about that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
When it goes back into your rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the whole like the gameplay rule for a board game collection. Like if it doesn't see more than one game, like more than one time, you should think about removing it from
Yeah.
your collection to make room for stuff that you would probably play more often.
Yeah.
Not very many games met that criteria for me, so I have a lot of games that just kind of sit there.
Yeah, I still want your ghost stories.
Especially like Ghost Stories has been well played.
Yeah, I
And
know it
well
has. I know
loved.
it has.
I've played that so much.
It just hasn't been played in a long
Yeah,
time.
so like understand though, like when you're first starting out your board game collection, you're gonna play your games way more often.
True. I mean,
Unless
we played
unless
the
you
sh-
have whale money. If you have
Yeah.
whale money and you're just buying everything,
Yeah.
you might not have the chance to play everything.
I mean, Agricola. We played
Yeah.
that into the ground.
you should see my Agricola copy.
Giza. We played a Giza.
Oh yeah, we played a
whole
Giza a
lot.
ton.
Now, question: did you get a newer version of Agricola, or did you play it like around the time that I got it?
I think I got the upgraded version a little bit later than
Did
you.
it come with Animeeples?
No, it didn't. We bought those extra.
Okay, me too. I had to do that too. I'm just making sure that I didn't like get
See?
in too late.
Back in my day, we were happy with a chunk of wood.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't need all these fancy resin models showing me the exact same thing a cube does.
Yeah.
No, the cheese needs to be at a different square for me to feel more
That's very
cheese-like.
It is now a thing where when we play that, we have the food tokens came in 4 different foods. It came
Yeah.
in the cheese, the fish, the bread, and that's
like-
that's
I
it.
think that's it.
Yeah,
It's like some La Havre stuff though.
yeah.
Like
So
the
it came in
fish.
that. So now whenever, but yeah, it came with fish. And when we were when we were using them, it's like no, this goes in the fishing pond, and then the cheese goes in the day laborers area. Like, don't you mix that shit
Right.
up?
It's
are
always
you,
like that.
Yeah, like why are you fishing for cheese? Get the
I
hell
get
out of
it.
here.
I get it.
You know?
Yeah.
But like that was one game that I felt the need to
Yeah, absolutely.
also do it.
But it was also one of my first ones as well, Agricola. So it would also fall into that category where it was already well loved. You know what I mean? So I think I was more inclined back then to buying little things now, whereas now the only things that I really, really buy for upgrades are sleeves. Like that's
Yes.
You know what? There's games, Formula D, that comes about, and we always say we're gonna get another map and play this, and it never happens for
The
years.
game is fantastic out of the box.
it is.
Yeah.
You don't really need the other tracks.
No.
You the only time you really need the other tracks for that game is if you're very competitive about it, because each map, like, I mean, if you're good enough, you're gonna be able to map it out.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna know exactly how it works. You're gonna be able to play the same game every single time.
And then we haven't even touched the characters.
The alternate characters.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
see.
it's just so much out. You're right, so much out of the box of value from that you get.
Have you at least played the advanced version of the basic game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good with the
Well,
tires
yeah.
and the suspension.
Yeah, that's the
and-
only way we play.
Yes, that
When we actually got to play a couple of weeks ago and with some newer players and we introduced them to the game,
Basic.
I wanted to show them the basic. She pushed for the advanced. I died. She won.
Oh yeah, I won.
you have to understand though. Like Formula D is one of those games that I do bring for new gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because one, you could have 10 players playing at once.
Yep.
Two, it's just a fun dice rolling romp when you play at the basic game.
Yeah.
That no one really cares who wins or loses in that point, and you're really trying to help each other out, especially the newer people. Like you're trying to get them into it. You roll the dice. You're like, oh, it's better if you do this
Yeah.
way.
You're gonna
That way they learn
look
as
ahead.
you're playing the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thing is that yes, I understand the advance, but I expect a lot from my friends. And even though they're not, they are gamers at heart. Like, so.
Yeah, the people that we played it with are smart enough to where it was not going to be difficult at all.
Yeah.
There wasn't any real blunders or anything like that.
Well, that's why I add it to my first gamers pile. Because it does have that base game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a little side note, because you said you liked showing Pandemic for new players, right?
Yeah.
I actually hate showing that game for new players. And the reason is because no matter what happens, every time I've shown that to new players,
The Kingmaker. The one guy.
yeah, it's that one dude who's pretty much doing
Figured it
everything.
out.
No, not even the figuring out. It's not about figuring it out or anything. It's your backseat driving, you know?
Someone's taking the turns for you.
Yeah, if you're trying to get them into a hobby or even just into that game in particular, it's not going to help if you do everything for them. They're basically just an extra player at that point, and he's making the move for them.
True.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it also depends. So it depends on what kind of style of teacher you are for these games.
Yes.
I usually step away.
Yeah.
I don't play a game with people that haven't played it before, generally, because, again, I would be that kind of person.
Yeah.
You know, especially in
It's
a
hard
cooperative
not
game.
to.
Especially in a co-op game.
Yeah.
Because you feel the need to throw your
Input.
knowledge in there so that they learn, but at the same time you're making the decisions for them, you know.
Doing it for like the first couple rounds so they can see what the decisions mean and matter, and then trying not to immediately derail your pandemic operation is fine. But if you're continuously trying to like win the game the first time you show it to somebody, because that's too much.
I also think as Pandemic is such a fucked up game. You know what I mean?
Especially now.
Yeah, you just lose that game a lot, and I don't think that's something that you just don't want. With a casual group too, you
But
want
at
them
the
to
same
feel good after a game. You know what I mean?
but at the same time,
You could go easy on them and take out cards.
you
to make it
could
easier.
make it the easy version, which is just 4 epidemics. But at the same time, they all lose together.
Yeah,
Not one person losing and
okay,
everybody
I
else is
see.
like, yeah, because they got to keep going, and you're
Right.
kind of screwed in the corner, especially if you're the new guy.
right.
Okay, I can kind of see that. Well,
Because once it ends, it ends. You can start over as a group.
yeah.
You were in on it the entire time.
That's true. As long as nobody was back to driving, you would like to play again, probably.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those games that it's too easy to do that kind of stuff. So I would probably show them something else. I don't know what else I would show them.
There's one game in particular, and I'm going to say it, and I know you're going to be like, about it. Marvel Champions. Co-op game.
Mhm.
It could easily be in that way, railroaded, like backseat driven sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But based on the way the game plays, how everybody is this super powered being, a lot of times that does not happen. Because of that, everybody's already like this strong individual character, and a lot of the times they make their own decisions. Whether they want to team up with somebody or not is on them.
Okay.
They don't have to accept your movements. You know, it's not like, let's say, the dispatcher or something. Even though the dispatcher card does specify if they let you move them. It does say it on the card. You don't have to let them move you.
No, I'm not going to let that happen.
Yeah, it's not a forced move or anything. So the dispatcher, like, if I was playing dispatcher, you know, I can't just be like, oh, well, I think you should go here because of this, and you got to go move over here, and then this guy's going to fly over to you, and then, no. I usually bring it up with the group, and I'm like, is this a good decision?
Right. I think that's only people who play Dispatcher have played like that.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is forced. I think for that because it's can be such a hard game that usually it's a community knowledge. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the best move. You know what I mean?
I have one final question that I wanted to ask. How much? How should I phrase this? How much does it matter to you to pay a premium at a local store versus buying something at a discount either online or on eBay or through Board Game Geek or used? How much does that matter to you? If you want to start,
we should always support our local businesses
when possible,
when possible. But I think when we come in and it's really hard when Amazon and versus there is their $20 difference. it gets really rough because that $20 can go towards another game.
Yeah, if something
Or
costs
food.
or food,
Our food.
yeah, if something costs $80 MSRP at a store, and you can find said item on Amazon for $60 free shipping, because I mean you already have Prime, your friend already has Prime, somebody's got Prime,
Yeah.
so it's free shipping, $60 flat. The two big things that you're doing is either you're choosing one, not to pay the $20 premium to get that instant gratification at your store, at your local friendly store that you want to support, because that's
Right.
the reason you're there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be that asshole that's there checking all the games, looking at them, feeling them, and then buying them on Amazon for every single time. Don't be that dude.
Or making you tell them how the game is and all
Yeah,
this
or
views and
getting
just
all
leave.
these, having the people work there tell you, give you their opinions, tell you all this other stuff, knowing that you are going to buy it from
But
Amazon.
that's just a sign of the times.
Yeah,
Things
but
have completely changed. They're not the same anymore.
No,
so
no.
like, I think stores understand this now, and that's when you get like the stores that like they have very limited,
a smaller
stock,
selection.
a smaller selection of stuff or limited stock.
Yeah,
Like they're not gonna completely pile drive their store with like a stock of a particular game if they don't anticipate their players coming and getting that stuff.
yeah,
Like that's when you start getting the people like, do you want to pre-order this or
Yes.
something?
Right.
Like, and
yeah.
then
Pre-orders have become a big player in this game. Huge.
they have to. It's just with the changing times.
Yeah,
You're still going to get those people that go into window shop because that's what they do.
yeah. Impulse
They need
buys.
to they need to see the thing first before they decide if they want to buy it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And
we
I do
walked
that all the
in.
time, even on big box stores. Like I'll just
Right.
go to Target and be like, "Oh, look at this. Oh, okay, I'll think about it," and then I walk away. And then I ended up getting it like online somewhere or something. You know,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't buy everything from my local stores.
No, I don't think anybody does.
But for me, I think it's just how they support you as a whole.
Mhm.
Honestly, the stores in general.
Right. Well, I mean, clearly, right now, I'm only talking about like the stores that you either frequented before the pandemic,
Yeah.
that you actually want to see be there when you come back.
No, I
You
get
know?
it.
We're not all tournament players. We're not going to be there, every single day playing card games or miniatures or whatever.
Right.
But we do like to go in there and see familiar faces, friendly faces, and just talk about the things we love to talk about.
Like all the stores I go to, they know me already.
Yeah,
You know, I do frequent like 2 or 3 stores.
yeah,
There's one store in particular that I do not frequent,
Mhm.
but I still buy from them.
yeah.
It's just for me, it's the need to have it that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that instant
I hate
gratification.
waiting. I hate
Mhm.
waiting. Even if you have Prime and it tells you two
days.
days something, that's too long.
Sometimes it's just your day off and you just fucking want to crack it open.
Yes.
You know?
2
I
days
gotta
is
get
too
that.
long for me.
2
Yeah,
days.
2 days off and it's just my Monday. I'm gonna be fucking working for the next.
Very true.
You
Very
know,
true.
So
And that's one of the things that kind of upsets me about like the current times.
Mhm.
Like stores won't have certain things now because of
Yeah.
I
the
agree with
climate.
Yeah.
But you'll get it directly from the source or something, like I had to do with my recent Arkham Horror purchases. Like I could not get it from my stores, even though I really wanted to. I
Yeah.
wanted to have it that day. I had to wait like 2 weeks to get my product.
Mm.
I hated doing that because I'd rather have it
But
that
yeah,
day.
but they just don't carry what they used to.
So now,
Yeah.
just for straight money wise, if you could have the item in your hand and you can get it at a discount in Amazon or your favorite online retailer or whatever, you have coupons, whatever. How much of a discount does it have to be for you to be like, sorry, local friendly store, gotta get this one online? Real quick, because the way she said it, it was $20 for one of the games that we chose to buy online as opposed to in the store.
But we also weren't planning to play that game right then and there.
Yeah, we weren't planning on playing
But
that game.
it changed your mind because it was cheaper.
Yes.
Yes.
For
It wa-
sure.
It was $20 cheaper, free shipping, and that's with including our tax already. Because we were paying tax no matter what. But it's $20 out of 80. That's a quarter of the price. You know.
I'm going to have to talk to you off the podcast about the store that I frequent here now.
Yeah, we'll talk.
More than before,
Yeah.
but like they're pretty much an online retail
Yep.
store, and they sell it at online retail price.
Yep.
But I can go pick it up today if I wanted to.
Mm.
And that right there is like the best of both worlds. Like I get online prices and I can have it today. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. I wish I could have everything today, every time.
Yeah, but the one big thing about that specific store is that they don't support in-store activities.
That's true. Either way, it's more about if I really want it in my hands early enough or not. Like, if I'm willing to wait, then fine. I guess I'll get it for cheaper. Yeah. But half the time, like she said, it's like, I want it now.
Yeah.
I thought about it now. I want it now.
And to be fair, the day that we decided to, we were there looking for a separate game that we couldn't find. And the game that they had there that was cheaper online, that we chose not to buy, we still bought a separate game that day there anyways, and took it home. So it, for us, it was sort of like our, like our little guilt purchase almost. Like,
yeah, I mean, like most of the time, like I don't really even do my gaming in store anymore. Right. I mean, like even pre-pandemic, I don't do most of my gaming in store.
Yeah, a lot of it we do at home now.
The one that like so buying from a store and like that doesn't bother me anymore.
But you play Flesh and Blood with people in store, right?
And when I'm there, I'm always buying my sleeves there. I'm always buying my mat stuff there. I'm always buying like you should see. I come out with stuff.
Right, because that's the store that you want to support for that game that you're taking a part of there. Because you're not taking a part of the board game that you're purchasing at the other store that we're talking about. You don't really feel like it's fine.
True.
You're good at it. Yeah, which is fine.
But even so, like let's say I do buy my stuff from one store and I bring it to another to play at. I still buy stuff from the store I play at.
Of course.
I just do it.
Of course. I mean, if your butt's in that chair, you should be spending a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if you bring your own food and then you spend there for hours and you don't buy anything from them, that's a shame.
That's a shame exactly how I feel about it. Honestly, like even though I play Flesh and Blood at some of these stores, they don't have product.
Right.
But I'll support them in whatever way I can.
Yeah.
Like I frequent Power 9. And they have that's where I play most of my card games.
That's right. That's what I figured.
But they don't have Flesh and Blood in stock. They used to.
Okay, I was gonna say
they kind of bought it out.
Oh well,
but at the
but
at the same time, like they haven't had it in a while because of recent events and stuff, and
that's not so much their fault right now.
True, exactly. But like they still have things that I want, and I will still be like, should I get this? Like they started having like Pokemon model kits.
Oh shit!
And just model kits in general.
Yeah, just little things.
And I'm like, that is something I would spend $20 on, just to have it there because I will build it and it looks nice on my.
This makes me think about the days when I first played Magic and how much I spent at shops getting the card, looking at the card, having it then and there. I spent a lot of money on casual cards. A lot.
The casual player spends so much money in this industry versus competitive. Just because of product versus singles.
Yeah. Especially in a competitive game that the meta changes constantly.
Yeah.
Because, like, you never know which card's going to be big one time versus it dying the next.
Yeah. Something gets banned.
Yeah, so you're just like, I have to buy it for as cheap as I can so I can play now, and if it gets banned, I'm not as hurting later. Like, I didn't lose as much money, But honestly, it's just where am I going to be playing?
Yeah.
That's really it. And a lot of the stores locally aren't doing games, obviously, in store right now. Yep. So it's really hard to say I'm going to support this store in such a manner. Yeah.
To me, it's a little bit less about supporting, the idea of the store and supporting the people behind the counter.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of the people that I've met in this industry and in the different shops, they could get hit by a bus. I don't give a fuck because that's the way they project themselves to other people. So
snobby.
Huh? Snobby or just other weird things, pretentious or like if you're elitist is a huge one. Being an elitist is huge, especially because I play everything and anything that I've played, like in store competitively, I've played very competitively. So people talking down to me for anything in any type of gaming sphere, it's like, who the fuck are you?
So I've told you that we've kind of been building up our Flesh and Blood group.
Yes.
As the game starts to grow within the city, and people are starting to finally leave their COVID caves and wanting to play in the Flesh and Blood, right? Now we got a lot of stores that are willing to have people show up, like now that they're starting to open up a little bit and everything, they're starting to are willing to say, hey, you can play Flesh and Blood here. We have some now that are like, oh, we have tournament kits, et cetera, et cetera. There's one store in particular that my play group was talking about, and I'm like, I don't really want to go all the way over there, so I'm just a little lazy about it. But then I find out that like the owner of said shop was being an elitist at the beginning of Flesh and Blood's like life cycle.
Oh no!
And they were like, this game isn't gonna go anywhere. Why would I support this trash and stuff and something like that? And now out of nowhere, I'm gonna support it.
Yeah, because he sees those dollar signs.
Now he sees the dollar
And then he
signs.
backs up. He's like, I never said that shit, like a politician.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, the reason that I like that I do not like my specific store is sort of like the exact opposite. The dude was being an elitist and an asshole and didn't care. Like on top of it, well, he's just like, yeah, what about it? And it's just like, ooh, man, with internet, like just okay, man. So yeah, it's just one of those things that like I don't like. I've been into the shop when it first opened up, and I've been in multiple shops here, and it's just like, they're a joke, dude.
It's
like come on.
It's also like, for one person, a person might be trash.
Mm-hmm.
It's really based on you as a person if you're going to think this person is bad or not. Like,
Yep.
I've been to pretty much every store in town at least once.
Yeah.
For something or other, right?
Most of them,
Sure.
yeah.
And I had never really had a truly bad experience with an employee before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never.
Just the one for me.
Yeah. And but then I hear all these stories from other people that they're like, yeah, I've had this experience with this person. And I'm like, really? That guy?
Crazy.
And like, I never had that happen before.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I don't go to these stores all the time, but the
Mm-hmm.
few that I have been to, I still hear trash about certain people. And I'm like, really?
That's crazy.
Because I've never had that happen with these people before.
And I'm sure it's fine for us, but I'm sure this happened quite a lot to you as a female.
yeah.
Like it just in life, like in general, people just what is it, mansplaining shit to you constantly. I do it because it annoys you and it's funny to me. But I'm sure it'd be really infuriating if somebody's like actually doing that to you. It's just like, oh my god.
It happens all the time.
Yeah. I know it happened a lot during
Yeah.
Magic, especially during when you're playing like
Yeah, and I don't want to say, hey, I've played this game for so many X years and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to say that stuff.
No.
I'm just, so you just kind of just take it and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let's
And-
here
and
have
the-
some fun or let's just do this, like.
in this household, actions speak louder than words.
And
Yeah.
that's how I am like right now with Flesh and Blood.
Mhm.
We actually have a few female players and stuff. I don't take them lightly.
Why would you?
Especially like the first time that I play
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Like again, like you're saying, some people are like that. About
Yeah.
a game like that, because for the most part we've been kind of, for lack of a better word, groomed
Yeah.
to assume that it's just the girlfriend of a player.
Yes.
Right.
I'm a girlfriend.
And I get that, but you were also a player before him.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yep,
it's
very
like
true.
you can't just assume these things anymore.
Mhm.
And
I mean,
especially
we have GP top 8ers. We have GP champions that have been females in
Right.
competitive games and stuff. So
And for me, like when I first started Flesh and Blood and I started seeing all these female players come out, again, I don't think like that way at all. Like I will steamroll them if I have to see what kind of player they are.
Right.
If I notice after I've played the game that they did X amount of play mistakes,
You'll tone it back.
That's when I start to think about it. And I'm like, so have you played this game a lot? Like,
Sure.
you
I'll
give them
start
the
to-
benefit of the doubt.
and even when I know certain players now, like I know their power level when I play them now.
Yeah.
Even then, I will help them beat me if I have to. But that way they see why I see these things.
Yeah.
So they
that's-
learn from that.
You had
Yeah.
to teach me how to play this game either way.
Yeah, you were talking about you started this game because you really enjoyed it and you wanted to be an ambassador for it.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
you already
Sounds great.
have that mindset. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To me, if a female sat down across from me, like I'm not gonna say that I think anything less of them as a player, but I don't care. I'm going to smash you because you happen to be the opponent.
You
in
are
front
my
of me.
opponent that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I going to be happy and casual afterwards? Of course, because why wouldn't I be?
Like
I am
that-
a charmer. I am a nice person.
Like that 8-year-old girl in Magic.
yeah,
that
the,
played
the
Elf
player.
Ball.
Yeah.
Elf Ball and Legacy, and she
Yeah.
plays it proficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sick.
Dang.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean,
Like if I see that in front of me, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, it's a kid." I'm gonna be like, "That's intimidating." Like, what are
Right?
you doing in front of me right now? Like, okay, all right, we're gonna start this, and I mean, like, obviously, actions speak louder than words in a game. So it's like, if I see you in front of me, I can't just assume anything from you.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're in front of me.
Yeah, you
Right,
didn't just,
exactly.
Yeah, you didn't just pay $60 to get into a tournament to be like, "Hi, how you doing? First game." Like, no,
You don't do that.
Yeah, in the draft, anything. If people are paying cold hard cash to be there, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. And they're there to, if it's a tournament, they're there to take your shit. You know what I mean? They're there to get those prizes and not you. That's the way I always feel about it.
Right.
Like I said, I'll be nice afterwards, handshake. Even if I lose, that'd be awesome. But hey, let me take a look at your deck. Is it better than mine? Why is it better than mine? So
Right?
so I will learn from anybody that was willing to teach me something. Especially if they beat me and I don't understand why, I need to know why and to get better. You know,
Right.
And obviously in games like that, luck does play a factor. So sometimes that could have been it. But
Yeah.
like I said, if I see,
we can see it.
if like we've played enough games to know when it's obvious play mistakes or like just outplaying you in some way, you know, and that's how I noticed with some of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that, but do not correct me in the middle of the fucking game.
I was about to say that. So I've learned from you a lot of times, but just in general from a few different females that I've played throughout just gaming, that if they're doing something, if it's a mistake, let it be a mistake and then ask them afterwards. Because a lot of the times you'll be like, oh, hey, why did you do this? And then it's like, oh, because of this. And then you get steamrolled and look like a fucking idiot. Like, you know, like, oh, shouldn't we done this? Oh, well, not if I have this.
I also think
you know?
it's just the person that Christina is. Honestly,
What kind of person am I?
like
kind that makes
you're
kids
the
cry?
one that does not want to be taught like that. Like you want to learn from
Yeah, she's definitely a
error
through the
and
fire
stuff.
type
like
of person.
you want to go through trials and tribulations, but not everybody is like that either.
Yeah.
It depends on how you like. That's what I'm saying. Like I played in like my last tournament for Flesh and Blood. Like it was my format, right, for sure. And I was playing Bravo, and I'm doing my thing. And this is the slow format, and she's playing like the mechanologist, the really fast kind of burn through your deck person. And she was making some obvious play mistakes.
Okay.
And I'm like, so don't forget to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, you're right. And I'm like, yeah. And then this is why you want to do it like this, because in this situation, such and such and such.
Right.
I was helping her beat me.
Right. See, tournaments.
And
are
this was
not-
in a
are-
tournament.
Yeah, tournaments are not the time for that. I mean,
No, I don't
in
think
my
so.
philosophy, it's
I
not
still
the time
beat
for
her.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
but there's not time for that. Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not the time for that. After the match is over, be like, hey, just in case, I don't know if you might have noticed or not, but and then flip back a couple, be like, when this happened, you could have done this, or don't forget to do this because it's this.
Mind you, I only did that maybe like on one actual turn.
Right. And
From
they
there,
killed me.
I killed her.
Oh.
I still beat her.
Right. I'm saying,
But like I taught her the one time, and I never had to show her again.
okay, that's good.
So she learned from that, and she was starting to get it, because a deck like Mechanologist has a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
It's like steampunk kind of like super aggro style deck, right?
So you've been watching her before.
Yeah,
so.
we've interacted plenty of times. It's not
Okay.
like she's just a random
That's
person.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You know, she
Like,
knows me, and she knows
you.
that I'll do
Yeah.
this, and she knows that if I'm playing,
But if it's a tournament and it's a female that's never come in day one,
yeah, no,
you're
I don't
not gonna
do
be doing that.
You're
shit.
not
No.
gonna be doing it.
I do
Yeah.
the same thing that I told you I do. I sit there, I play
You
her.
assess.
I steamroll them first if it happens.
If you
then
can,
it happens
yeah.
if it happens, and then afterwards I'll realize what kind of player they are.
Yeah.
Or you're like, all right, try to steamroll them. I got crushed. Fair
'Cause
enough.
sometimes it happens.
Sometimes it happens.
Or my favorite thing is they're very friendly, ha ha ha, and then I get board control, and they're just like,
Yeah,
All of a sudden, they're deep in the tank.
yeah. I'm also not that kind of player normally. I don't just
Yeah.
talk a lot when I play now.
yeah.
Like I might have been like that before, but like now I'm not more serious when I'm down.
I'm weird. I if it's tournament, I won't talk because I don't want to distract my opponent,
Right.
like on purpose. F&M or something like that, I'll talk all day. I'll have my headphones on. I'll be blaring things. I'm not worried.
And like I
about it.
haven't been to like a Flesh and Blood thing for like a couple weeks right now.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling you like I haven't really gotten that many games in lately. And now that this particular player out of like our 10 or 12 play group, she got second last time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like as time goes on, that's the type of game where like I told you, it's like a fighting game.
Yeah,
You got to pick that character,
things get better. And
figure
better.
out how that character plays.
Yeah. Because there's a meta too. So
because at the same time, that's what's going to teach you how to fight the other decks.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right,
need to
right.
know your character's ins and outs before you're going to start taking on somebody else.
Gotcha.
You know.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Mhm.
So just to sort of bring it back to what we were originally talking about, spending our money, depending on who you are, it varies widely. So for us, of course, I'm looking for just straight mechanics and what is going to be on the board, what's going to be the meat of the product. BB, of course, is going
I'm
more
going straight
themed.
for the theme, but it's not going to say that I'm going to buy every game.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm not going to buy every game just because it's zombies or something. Like if you're a zombie guy,
exactly.
you don't buy every game because it's zombies.
You know me, and I love everything Marvel, but I've actually stayed away from Splendor Marvel. I've stayed away from the Champions that was actually gifted to me. But, you know, I've stayed away from a lot of these little Marvel things. Just because I love Marvel doesn't mean that I'm going to love everything attached to it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If it enhances the
That's
theme...
why my collection isn't
Yeah.
4 times the size that it is now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because like if I bought everything Cthulhu, like I'd be Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. But having a partner that board game is also hard too, because unlike most partners that say no, she says yes. and we have to be careful because we're both very competitive too. And I don't want to have to put a game away that she constantly wins at, you know, like I don't want. There's 2 games now that she, for whatever reason, she's quite good at. So it's not hard to pull them out. It's just I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. Like it's a smartphone and photosynthesis. I fucking can't see Windows games, man.
Learn.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Whatever.
Counter her.
Hey, Poison Ivy over here is fucking, you know,
do it.
Trees left and right, man. I don't know.
Out botanying you.
Yeah, she's out botanying me, man. So yeah, spend your money how you like. That's basically what we took away from this.
Yeah.
You know, whatever gives you the most joy, the most value for your buck, whatever's gonna hit the table constantly.
You got to Marie Kondo your collection.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's got to bring you
think
joy.
of everything. Just think about things that will bring value to your life.
It's got to bring. It's got to bring you joy.
Yeah, it
every
has
time you
to.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and if not, you say thank you and just sell it to somebody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
90% of the board games that I have, I truly enjoy. And there's just that 10% that either I got when I was very young into this hobby, or it came as a package deal that I need to move with other stuff. But everything that's in the collection has been bought, you know, or with a very specific intention, you know?
I think I've only got 1 game in my collection that I have not played.
Oh, no, we have a couple.
I have got 1. Every other game I've played at least multiple times.
That's good.
Gotcha. That pretty much does it for us. We're the Next Game Dilemma podcast. We are everywhere. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can also find us at nextgamedilemma.com. We will be printing full reviews of games coming up. You can also find our episodes. You can find anything that we have upcoming, and you can contact us if you want to talk about episode ideas or just comments about the show.
Or any questions.
Any questions at noel@nextgamedilemma.com. So from all of us here, take it easy, guys.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.